weapons through GCE. And authorities have consistently labeled the perpetrators as rogue units. Specifically, Transnistria has labeled these rogue units so that way they can maintain plausible deniability. So basically, we're here to kind of cut that, crack down on that stuff. Okay, so this is part of getting that information, because if this guy really has a lot of information on him, we take him in, he gives us information, and guess what? He reveals locations and people. And that way, we now have actionable intel to go get the next person, or kill the next set of people, and take down the next set of stuff. We're like Batman, but not really. So, yeah, let's get to work. So, first things first, you gotta understand a couple things. So, behind me, okay, we're gonna have this map up on the TV, so if you need to get a little bit closer so you can take a look, but feel free. Alright, so, these little red diamonds, okay, these are known locations that these gangs or GCE operates at. Okay, so Berezino, Dubravka, and Zelenogorsk. Okay, these are the primary locations these guys are going to be operating in and around. Okay, so we have to be aware of that. Now, we're also going to have all these little red indicators. Each and every possible one of these are likely locations where they're distributing stuff from sea, whether it be importing or exporting stuff. So, we'll have some information on that. Then we have a civilian airfield and the Balata airport. Now, as it currently stands, they're not doing anything air transport related, but intel suggests that they could be pushing for that. So, that could be something pretty interesting soon. Alright? But, as far as the operation goes, we're going to be starting from somewhere around here. If I'm not mistaken, the town in which this guy is residing at is right on this green dot. We know that he's going to be moving somewhere around here, I believe is where Guglo, or whatever the hell it's called.
Gugavolo is to the left of Shavalkia. Middle to the right.
He's right. We play too much Daisy.
Oh,
we got
right here.
Right there.
There we go. Sorry, I didn't see that. I was reading line. So he's going to be stopping here. He's going to be stopping at Guglovo, then Electro, and then he's going to be stopping again at Kamenka. Okay? Again, primary locations for import-export to maritime. Okay? However, this is an interesting location, so that'll be something to be aware of. And then he'll return back home here. So, according to the time, actually be leaving us home. So, this is actually perfectly on time, legitimately, for the first time ever. So, we're going to go conduct a vehicle interdiction. Now, you may be asking, well, we only have one pilot. How are we going to make this work? Because we just trained with two birds. Well, it's not exactly how that's always ever worked. You can do vehicle interdictions multiple different types of ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called a half and half, or half helicopter assault force and half ground assault force. We're going to push out half of the assault force in vehicles. We're going to push the other half, which is the halter bird, in a bird. Go figure. So since we know that he's going to be... Oh yeah, there you go. You're learning something. So the idea is we're going to try to intercept them somewhere within route past, I can't pronounce that, and Guglovo. Typically, we don't want to intercept down here, right? Because that can spook any possible operations. We don't want to because guess what? We're more than likely going to be watching those operations. We don't want to mess with those things. So if we keep everything up here towards the inland portion, preferable. But if we have to, then we'll take care of business down here, okay? The idea is we want to stage vehicles in an approximate location where we think these guys are going to be more than likely to be stopped, right? We have enough open area to make that stop. So, like I said, between here and Guglovo, we have the most probable chance of catching them because we have straighter roads and we have less foliage to mess with our interception. So therefore, we're going to likely stage vehicles out within this area here. So that once we hear the birds incoming, we can get on the road and start chasing behind it. Once we get the vehicle stopped, we can just pull up, hop out, get guns trained on the vehicle, drop any guys that need to get dropped, and get the guy that we need.
So you going to do this before or after the Sobors? Starry and Novi.
Ooh.
You want to do this before or after Starry and Novi so forth? You want to do it in between Barovka and Starry, or between Novi and Goglovko?
We want to do this before Novi, preferably. We
Before
can do
Novi, dude, those are right next to each other. I'm not joking. There's
I know. You said you want to do it before Starry or Novi. I want to do it is within this area, anywhere within this area. You know what I
so
mean?
you don't want to wait till after Novi on that straight road.
We could. It's an option, but the sooner we can do it here is preferable, because if they're meeting someone here or they're doing something here, again, we could be messing with that, and I don't want to mess with that. You get what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, there's, unless we know his route, two possible routes he could take. He has to go fucking northeast either way, and then he either cuts left or he cuts right. Is he
Right.
going to hit the Vishnoi, or is he going to go through Starry?
We don't know. But that's why I said we station guys out here, because then we can't go wrong. If he continues moving this way, we can still intercept. If he continues moving this way, we can still intercept. Either way, we're in a position to adjust north or south. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the birds are going to be limited.
With the Blackhawk, am I able to see? Is there a camera on there or no?
Not that you're going to be able to operate as a pilot now.
Hey, me and Dragon
So you're
go
going to have
get
to
our
keep your eyes peeled.
kits changed out for the proper shit for this.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah,
you want an
you're
SBF.
definitely going to want to load the weight. So what we're more than likely going to do, especially since Nate is here, so we're going to have 7 Rangers. So we'll split it pretty even. So what we'll do is we'll probably take like 5 on assault, and then 2 on the bird, because we don't need a whole lot on the bird. We just need 2 gunners to adjust in either way. So screw it. Max, you want to come with me on the bird?
Sure.
Okay, because you're on PC, you won't lag out as easy. I won't lag out. So we'll keep all the dudes that are more prone to lag out on the vehicles. So keep Viper, Clover, friggin' Wooly, and Dragon, and Nate all on the vehicles. So we'll take 2 Razors out, drive them all the way out.
Unless you want to take civilian cars being conspicuous.
No. We don't have that on standby. So we'll probably station out embedded with the tree line. Pardon me, that was pretty aggressive. For no reason, so we'll station out somewhere here. Okay. We'll look at that. Alright, let's head outside because this light is kind of killing. Yeah, just make sure you're like looking northeast unless you want to lag out.
Skills? I can't stop looking at it.
Can't stop looking. You freaking mom.
Get your eyes off the light, Poland. Get your eyes off the light.
Shrek, I'm looking down.
Oh, we're still here.
We are still
Hey, Nate.
Funny reference.
Alright, dude.
Skills.
Hey, Nate.
Yes.
Never mind, I'll ask after.
Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna split it. We're gonna get assault, and I don't know. I guess we'll just fall it under Poland's call sign or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what we're gonna do is, Wooly, I'm gonna have you take assault. So just name your group assault, and then you're gonna take all the assault guys with you. So that's gonna be Nate, Viper, Dragon, yourself, and Clover. Myself and Max are going to be on the guns of the 60. We're going to be doing our best to halt the vehicle.
Are we still taking one bird, or are we still
taking
swapping
one
to the
bird.
Vic?
So it's half and half. So we're going to
Okay.
be in the 60. You guys are going to be in the 2 Razors. So you guys are taking 2. So 3 and 2, right? Two Razors.
Got it.
And then we're going to be stationing out somewhere between Pogorevka and Starry. Okay, so you have the option of kind of like in this area here, this area here,
We're gonna call it.
or this area here. Right, so somewhere within that area.
So in between Pokrivka and Stary Sober,
He's
that's
hitting-
where.
He's hitting Glovko first, right?
More than likely, right? If we're checking the route, He's more than likely going to go north because he can't go east. He's going to go north, pass through Zeleno, go through whatever. Through Novi.